honor of the Jubilee, she is wearing the British flag for Bournemouth, England. And she wears the Union Jack with great pride. She's very excited, actually, about the weekend.
I watched some of that Jubilee. It was very exciting.
All right, now I've been here for 2 days, Carolyn. I haven't seen that yet.
Well, I'm not laughing. It's just, I just got done talking to Emil, and we talked about how many 710s were left during the week. Was really the hit once you went light. Very unusual for Verity to leave an 810. That's more of a leaf for me, rolling it and going up the back of it as much. But she is trying to stay up the back of it a little bit to control that pocket. And she made an interesting comment to the ball rep before she started. She said, when you see this ball starting to quit, tell me, because I have a tendency to stay in the same ball too long.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our number 4 seed from Tucson, Arizona, Bryanna Cote.
back-to-back telecasts for Bryanna. She was in Eagan, Minnesota. Didn't have the result she was looking for when Shannon O'Keefe swept up the ladder to pick up title number 15, a significant title in PWBA history. Bryanna looking for number 3, reigning player of the year. And that's how they played it when they've struck, right there.
Bryanna, with the shorter oil pattern, I do expect to see some strings out there. And the girl, I mean, all of the ladies look very confident. They looked great in practice. So we may see it 300. You never know.
And a different ball on the left-hand lane. And she mixers a strike there, so she's 2 for 2.
Left lane, she's using a ball that's a lot cleaner than the ball she's using on the right lane. Getting it way further right, as you can see. Getting it out to the 3 board. Nice smooth motion back to the pocket. Coming in light, blowing the rack. Great look this week doing that. Coming in light and just blowing the rack to 7.
And Verity also gets a similar reaction on the right-hand lane.
They were trying to move to the left just a little bit. When they get that ball out to the 3-4 board, the ball comes back just a little bit light. They increase their angle just a little bit, but that light shaker hit was the one that really was a good carry this week at the bowling center.
And look, if you're going to get stuck with an 810, get it out of the way. And she got stuck with an 810 on her opening shot on this lane. It almost looked like a replay. Cote 4th last week. The Twin Cities Open, her last title. And the only title she won in 2021 was the ITRC Classic. Oh, that's dead flush. You can see the ball just erase the 8 and the 9.
Playing a little bit deeper on this right lane. Gets that ball nicely into the swing, but look at the leverage right there. I love the chin over the knee. Right there, she's loading up and gets through it. And I'm going to tell you, that you did not see that many years ago when she first started, but she went down to 14 pounds, and that has allowed her to create so much more power at the end and get through it. And it's made such a difference.
7 years on Team USA, where she currently is, and also a former junior Team USA member. Look out there, and she got a break. Routine for Cote. So Crawley off a double. Open frame in the first when she left the 810 on the left lane. Did not make the cut in Minnesota, surprisingly, after a good start. Now, if that's not her best shot, Carolyn, I think Verity has become a player you now just expect to be good every week.
And we were talking about that earlier. I expect to see her in the top 10 every week. Right here, she did not get that ball as far right. But with urethane, as you know, as that oil tends to change and lanes go through the transition, you're going to have to make a move. And honestly, when you're using the urethane, what the ladies liked to do was they actually like to move right and stay on top of it and either have to throw it harder, which allowed them still to control the pocket. Now, according to Matt McNeil, the ball rep for Storm Products, he says the left lane, both ladies have the left lane hooking a little bit earlier. So that's that difference in, the ball for Bryanna.
Right.
The ball, one ball on the left lane, one ball on the right lane. But as you can see, ball change here for Verity.
Just a hair high. So Bryanna Cote, 23-pin lead as we're getting to that middle part of this opening match. The winner to take on Jordan Richard. Gotta go. It did.
Takes 6 in the 5th.
She opened with 3 in a row, 8 spare in the 4th, so she hasn't missed on this lane yet. Well, correct, she did miss on this lane. The 8 spare was in the 4th. Well, that was a much better shot than the last one on that lane.
Great shot, but you can see definitely that angle down lane, perfect.
I like that. I'm surprised.
Another great shot by Verity. Definitely playing the lanes the way you need to, getting it out to that 3-4 board, and she is still dead behind it. I think this ball is just a little bit too much on the back. It's reading the end of the pattern just a little bit too much. So a few things. Remember we talked about ball speed. The ladies talked about using their ball speed to their advantage this week. She can throw it a little bit harder, or again, she may have to go to a ball that rolls even a little earlier and is even smoother.
That one definitely cut through the face, leaving her at the never-friendly 3-6-10. It's interesting.
I think every week, the odds are you're going to have a college somebody or something somewhere.
Yeah, it has gotten so good, both the women's and men's sides. You're absolutely right. Ooh, look at that. Snap hook right into success.
And she had shorter hair.
Yes. I was on that call, though. I remember that specifically because that was her first title. She picked up a second title last year in addition to her spot as PWBA Player of the Year. And I think she really likes that title. She's very proud of that. It has the same lead as Verity did on Verity's last shot. That 3-6-10 on that left lane is getting snappy.
And you can hear her say push. She knew she got that one just a little bit left. Again, we're looking at that tracer, which I love. It's right there. 8-9. They were getting it out to about 3-4. And she got around that one just a little bit. This left lane is going to be, and this will be something we watch in the next matches. Will the top seed, make them finish on the left or the right? That may play into how you want someone to finish the match.
Not the conventional way to make it, but just make it. It's all that matters. That's the best shot she's perhaps thrown in this match. And she desperately needs it. She's asking for a re-rack.
but right here you can see this is what we're looking for, that 3-4 board. Once they get it about right here, it's been going high on both lanes.
Verity's max right now at 221, and Bryanna at 255 max. Standing by, we just heard from her a few minutes ago, Jordan Richard, who can spin it. Ooh, kick save and a beauty on that 10.
That's kicking out that what you would call as a light 10, right? Or what you would think is a flat 10. She just kicks that baby right back. Again, right here, it's all about the angle. That ball comes in and just slaps that 10 back. That is great reaction. It's all about angle and ball speed.
So the double cuts into Cote's lead. Bryanna still in the driver's seat, but Verity pushing back now in this foundation frame. Big shot here for Cote. Whoa.
Uh-oh. So fun, huh?
And she covers one.
It's
We bring you the graphic. It is easier written than done. That's a good looking shot. Just a little bit on the quitter 10, but she has to make this. First things first. All right. A strike will shut Crawley out. If she ends up with 9 here, Verity can punch out to tie. Less than 9, and Verity can steal this one in the 10th frame with a strikeout. Strike to win this game. Got it. Bryanna Cote will move on. A little gutter flirtation here.
But this is what you have to do on the shorter patterns. Watch this. Finally gets it way right. There we are again. Whoops. I'm learning how to use this. But coming in light, and that was one of the best hits this week, and that's what all the ladies have said.
So, Bryanna Cote finished 4th last week, is moving on with that victory. And Verity Crawley will take 5th. This will be her best finish so far. But you know there's more to come. She's just way too talented, way too good.
Like and subscribe.